today's video, and today we are tackling savings and investments. Now, if you're saving or you're somebody who has the culture, you've cultivated the culture of saving, congratulations, and you're headed to the right direction. If you don't, time is now, and let me show you how you can get started. One, you need to understand that money is an energy, and it's an energy that is in motion. You need to know how to tap this energy, store it appropriately, and be able to utilize it strategically to achieve your goals. Money has no designated destination. Like, there's nobody who's meant to have it, but the character, the attributes that you possess will determine if it stays or it leaves. If you have this if you're this kind of a person who treats money like it's a state of emergency, then there's a problem and you need to figure it out. Now, if you've not started out or you're still struggling with what to do to get to your goals with money, one, you need to learn the culture of saving. You need to set aside something. Doesn't matter how little it is, but you need to set aside some funds. Like, you need to learn to save. Why you need to learn to save is because there comes a rainy day. What are you going to do? Are you going to get a loan to do some things that you would have catered for by having an emergency funds aside, and that is how you're going to enter into the trap of maybe endless loans here and there. Now, what you're going to do for you to start saving, once you get your income, doesn't matter whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly, once you get your income, plan. Know your expenses, like know your expenditure, and once you know your expenditure, draw the line between needs and wants. All this money for wants, save it. Wants can wait, but needs won't. Wants can wait. So, the amount of money that you're going to save will be determined by two things: your income and your goals, and how fast you need to achieve your goals. So, after you set the money aside, now categorize it into two. One, for emergencies. Two, for investment. Reason. For emergencies, this is the money that you'll use on this rainy day when maybe you don't have a source of income and you need something to push you through until you figure things out. So this is the money that you're going to use. So that means wherever you are saving your emergency funds is a space where the money should be easily accessible, shouldn't be a torture, because ideally where you have this money, it's for your stability. It's more of your stability as you grind towards growth, because investment is the money for growth, but this money for emergencies is for your stability. So it needs to be somewhere where it's easily accessible. Number two, this money that you're putting there for emergencies, if you're able to put it in a space where it's at least at par with the level of inflation in your country, then you're in a safe space, because you also need not be losing the funds when somewhere, because now let's say maybe it's somewhere where it's getting 2% and the inflation rate in your country is maybe 7%, so you're losing 5% every time. So if you're able to look for space where your money is easily accessible and the inflation rate is the same as what is the inflation rate is the same as what you're getting in return, then you're good. And again, the emergency funds the savings for emergency should just be for emergencies, because for growth, like there's no growth with the money on emergencies, because you can even see the interest rate is, if you're lucky enough, you can get it the interest rate be at par with the inflation. But now, when we come to money for investments, because one, it's a long-term thing, so the interest rates of where you invest your money should be higher than the inflation rate in your country, because if it's lower, then you're clearly losing money. You're not getting value for your money. You're losing money every now and then. Now, after you set the money for emergency funds and you have money for your investments, after you have the emergency funds, you'll be at peace with yourself to invest, because you know bills are taken care of, my expenses are taken care of. All now I need to do is to focus on my growth. You shouldn't have idle money lying around, because you know you have a budget of what you need. I need this to keep me going, and now all what that is left aside, you're disciplined enough to direct it into the right place. Because now here, when it comes to investments, sometimes investments, most of the times, they are long term. So this money, you're not able to access it easily. And also, with high returns, it comes with risks. Like it is not 100% that all investments that you venture into are always going to give you returns. Mind you, when you're deciding to invest, first assess your risk appetite. If you're a high risk appetite person, you have the stability to endure losses, then you can go ahead for high risk ventures. But if you're somebody who your risk appetite is quite low, then you can start slow and go cultivating a culture, because if you want high returns, you'll always find yourself risking higher. For you to get high returns, the risks will always be higher. But you can start small as you gain your stability, so that you don't lose your mind when you incur some losses here and there. And then now, the savings money for the emergencies, that one will be assuring that you're okay. Short-term bills are taken care of as you work towards getting returns from the investments now, which will help you grow by the multiplier effect and all those kind of things. So you need to know how to set funds aside. You need to know what you want and how you're going to get there, because the savings is the roadmap to your financial growth. Like you need a plan. So you need to know how to save. You need to have the plan, how soon you're going to go about it, and also always make sure that your money is committed. You don't have money lying around there, like money without plan, because one, it's a recipe for you to squander the money or misallocate the funds when you don't have the plan. Or also, maybe you are not the kind of person who is able to stop people from borrowing your money, and you have idle money lying there, so they'll come for your funds. So always commit your funds to projects. After your emergencies are taken care of, then now you can go ahead and risk the funds. I hope by the end of this video, if you're the kind of person who has not started saving, start now, start small. As long as you're making a step to the right direction, you're good to go. Don't stagnate, move on, save the money for future growth. It's a bye for today. See you in the next